welcome to Angie B's house. I'm Angie B, and today we're going to make this. Okay, so I've already done part of it. Step one, preheat the oven. I have my toaster oven over there going to 400 degrees. I've washed and dried all my produce. In a medium pot, it says to combine water, stock concentrates, and a pinch of salt. So I got the water. I'm going to add the concentrates. And this is a vegetable concentrate. And on the front it says to use 2. That up. And a big pinch of salt. So I'll just...
Here's your reminder. Angie to take her pills.
Okay, so I put the big pinch of salt in, and I bring it to a boil. So bring that to a boil. And then after it comes to a boil, I'll put in the Farro. It gives you the Farro. And cook until tender. So it says while Farro cooks. So I will go ahead and bring you back once this comes to a boil, and I'm adding the Farro. Okay, as you can see, the water is now boiling. So it says to add the Farro. Up there kissing you again. And then I think I need to turn that down just a little bit. Okay, then while the Farro cooks, cut the tomato into 1/2-inch thick wedges. Core. That was Lucy. She barks at everything. Okay, so moment here, get this done. Stop for a minute. Stir the Farro. And you'll find I'm a messy cook. Always spill when I cook. That's a toaster oven. I forgot to turn it on for a longer amount of time. done, I will have to go and turn it back on. That's a little thick. Yeah, that's about, yeah, I'll cut it in half. Probably a little thinner than ½ inch. Okay, so let me get a bowl, put that in. That up. Okay, then it says trim and discard bottom 1 inch from asparagus, which I'd always heard to just do this, just snap it. And then it'll break where it's supposed to naturally cut, but I will do what the directions say. So 1 inch, that's about 1 inch. Oops. We'll see. See if it works that way. Okay, and then cut stalks crosswise into 1 inch pieces. Okay, another bowl. Let's see. That's a little big. Let's get this one. Put them in a bowl. Just so I get them cut, get everything cut. I'll cut that in half. Be about 3/4 of an inch, but that's okay. Because it all goes in a bowl, so I'm sure they just want them like bite-sized pieces. Okay, get that out of the way. Wipe up again. Okay, then it says half, peel and thinly slice half the onion. And I find the easiest way to peel an onion is just to take off the first layer. Now if I was doing the whole onion, I would take the time to get out my mandolin slicer, but I get nice, even thin slices, but you know, it's just half an onion, so that should be good. This one's gonna be kind of weird. Let's just do it like this. That works. And this one's a little thick here. So we'll just kind of cut that off too. Okay, another bowl. I have a whole bunch of these little Pyrex bowls that work really well for cooking. I could probably have those thinner, but reason to get out the mandolin, wouldn't it be? But good enough. Okay, stir the farro again. Make sure it doesn't stick. Never had farro, so let's see what it tastes like. Okay, then finely chop remaining onion until you have a quarter cup. Well, I will just finely chop the rest of it, I guess. Oh, there's a bad spot. Not very easy to peel. Okay, and I have one of these handy dandy choppers. It's improvised. See, it's one of these where you have the little removable blade. I have two sizes. I have this small size like this, and then I have, you know, larger pieces. And you just put it in and it goes in. The reason that I'm putting it over a bowl is because it originally came with a bowl and a salad spinner. But unfortunately, the bowl got damaged, so this wouldn't fit on it anyway. But I went ahead and kept the chopper because it's really handy. Okay, so let me trim off just a little bit more of the bottom there. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to just cut it up in little pieces like that before I put it in here. And as easy as that, chopped onion. And it could probably be a little more finely chopped. You know, I think I will too. So what I do, after I do that, I just stick it on the little cutting board and chop away with my knife. A little bit more. And what's nice about that chopper is it does make cutting the onion faster so that your eyes are less exposed to the onion juices. Oh, my eyes are starting to burn a little bit. Okay. Had a little break there, sorry. Turned the oven back on. Grandson cooked some lunch. So this is about done. Not quite been, you know, it's been about the 25-30 minutes. Okay, but this is how much onion it gave me as far as finely chopping. It says only half, quarter cup? But, you know, what are you supposed to do with the rest of it? Usually I just use it all anyway. Okay, so then the next one is peel and finely chopped garlic. So, cut off the end. And it's actually peeled really easily. At least that side. Let's see if this side's going to peel. If not... Yep, this side peeled really easily too. Finally chop my machine, you know, it like squishes it through. I forget what it's called for garlic press. It's dirty, so we'll just chop it by hand real quick. Harder to do by hand, but yeah, I can get done. I'll get it roughly and then do the same thing I did with the onions. Just kind of run my knife through it. See how I'm doing this, but yeah, just get the knife and just scrape the knife on the side of the container. Okay, zest and quartered lemon. Okay, so first I'm going to do, since I'm going to probably juice it, I'm going to roll it. Because, ouch, rolling it helps get the juices flowing. Okay, let me get my zester. Okay, this is the only zesting tool I currently have. It does not say what brand it is. I don't remember where I got it. But let's get a little closer. Supposedly those little holes are supposed to go over the surface of the lemon and remove the peel. I can't stand it. But it's the only thing I have. So let's go ahead and get it zested. And I'll show you why. I don't really care for it. See, I don't know if you can see, but I don't really care for it because it just leaves so much of the skin. It doesn't really, you know, get that much of the peel off. So So then you end up having to do it like twice as long. So I do plan on investing in one of the graters because it would work so much better. I was at the store the other day and I just didn't feel up to spending $9 on it. I think that's just about done. And of course, you know, you probably know this, but when you zest a lemon, you don't want a whole lot of the white stuff because it's bitter. And even as I'm zesting it, the juices are coming out. The only thing I don't like about it is you have to like press so hard to get just out. I just don't like it. But I'll get one someday. Okay, and it said to quarter it. Half, quarter. Let's taste one real quick. Even though I have lemon on my fingers. I think it's done. I mean, I don't have much liquid left, so, and they're all like burst open. Let me show you. See? They're all burst open. So let's go ahead and get this drained. Grab my stool here. Forgot to get my colander out. I will do this. Get this drained. Okay, and we'll just stick this over here. Let it continue to drain. The rest of the pieces of Farro out. Okay, and then it says keep empty pot handy for step 5. Okay, so I got all of step 2 done. Step 3, toss tomato wedges on one side of baking sheet with drizzle of oil, salt, and pepper. Baking sheet. Okay, so my baking sheet is being used for something else, so I'm using my little pizza pan. It's pretty sad, so I was covered in a lot of foil. Yeah, I know. I need to get a new one. But this works for now. Okay. So, go ahead and spray it. And I'm going to put oil on the tomatoes. Let's go ahead and get that. Matter of fact, I think instead of putting them on the pan and putting the oil on the pan, since I sprayed the pan, I think I'll just put a little bit in a dish. Along with some pepper and some salt. And then just mix it up. Maybe a little bit more salt and pepper. Yeah, I think I'll add a little bit more. Okay, and I'll put these on the baking pan. See, and look how much, look how much liquid I have from the tomatoes. So I don't know if that would have been a good thing to have on this pan, all over this pan anyway. Okay, so put that over there. Keep it just in case. Okay, so that's on there. So roast for 10 minutes, then remove from oven. Okay. So let's set the timer. I know you can't see me. Make sure I got the oven on the right temperature. Yeah. Okay, let's wash the hands. Okay, so next I'm going to have to toss the asparagus and onion on the empty side, drizzle with oil and salt. So to help save time, I'll go ahead and just do that now in my container here. After I just wash my hands. Okay. And just do the same thing with the onions and the asparagus. Okay, so let's just toss this. And the salt will bring out some of the liquid out of the vegetables. Okay. That's what my hand looks like. Okay, but see, there's the asparagus and onions tossed with the oil and the salt and pepper. It might put just a little bit more on. I don't know. Than anything. Oop. See if the dog eats that one. When I say oops, she usually comes running. But she didn't this time. Ooh, I got look, I got pepper on them and see if I can my dirty hand again or not. Okay. Nope. Let's wash the hands again. Whew, hot. Like most people, I keep my towel on my oven door handle. Okay, so the tomatoes are over there in the toaster oven roasting. And they have 6 minutes left. These are marinating in the oil and the salt and pepper. And so I'm kind of at a point where I need to wait for the tomatoes to get done, so I will bring you back when the tomatoes are done. Okay, tomatoes are done for the first 10 minutes. So let's go ahead and get them out. Never had roasted tomatoes before. Okay, so that's what they look like so far. So now I'm taking this and dumping it on this half. And just use my little Farro spoon here. Spread it out. And now it says continue roasting until veggies are browned and softened, 14 to 18 minutes more. Okay. 400. Oops. Start and then 14 to 18. Let's go ahead and I will set it for 15 minutes. Okay, so have those over there in the toaster oven. I know you can't see it, but have those over there in the toaster oven and have the oven set for another 15 minutes. So I will bring you back again when that time is up. Okay, as you can see, there's a little over 4 minutes left, but I just wanted to give you a quick peek into the oven to show you what it looks like. Smell-o-vision. Really need to invent it because it smells absolutely delicious. And I'll see you again in about 4 minutes. Okay, so the 14 minutes are up, and not for sure if you can see them very well. I think they could probably go just a little bit longer. So I'll turn it back on. Door, push start. Okay, and then let's go down to we'll say maybe 3 minutes. Okay, 2.5. And I'll bring you back when the 2.5 minutes are up. Okay, so as you can see, they're done. And just to double check, I went ahead and poked the asparagus. I'm gonna taste one real quick. Perfect. Okay. So, ready for the next step. Let's see what it is. While the veggies were roasting, I was supposed to cook some eggs. So, let's get a pan for that. Okay, now it says to kick the eggs in oil. Ugh, I don't like eggs cooked in oil. I like eggs cooked in butter. So we're going to do it that way. That's a little much. So heat drizzle oil in large pan over medium heat. Once oil is hot, crack eggs in the pan, cover and fry eggs to preference. Well, I just cook them the way I normally do for breakfast. A little bit more butter. Last 2 eggs. Yeah, didn't crack it hard enough. There we go. Oh, of course. Okay, there we go. And I like my eggs fully cooked. There we go. Now I did 2 at that time and I got egg shell or egg white. But oh well. Good enough. Ugh. Oh. See, told you. Every time I cook, I make a mess. Get egg white everywhere. Okay. I'll clean it up better later. I'll disinfect it later. It'll be fine. Okay, and then need a tablespoon of butter for the next step, which I get there. So just cooking eggs. Shouldn't take too much longer. Eggs I like seasoned salt, so season them up a little bit. Oops, so much. A little much on that one. Some pepper. Okay, so that's so well gooey, so that one's hard. This one's gooey, which is fine. They've done enough for me. Don't want to overcook them. Okay, so the next step is once Farro's drained, melt 1 tablespoon butter. Apparently they think that you can do all these steps at the same time. So that would be a feedback for their directions, is that, you know, you can't always do everything at the same time. About a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more. And yeah, I just use my little plates for spoon rests. I like the size. I have several of them. So Every time I cook a meal, I can, change it out very easily. Okay, so add chopped onion and garlic. Onion. Garlic. And cook, stirring until softened, about 3 to 4 minutes. Now, Farro has been over here in the drain strainer, and it's basically cold by now. I suppose step 1 and step 2, and this one, 1, 2. Well, I did 1 and 2 at the same time, but then 3, 4, and 5. You're supposed to do it all together. I'm not that multi-task. I can't multitask like that. Okay, onion's looking pretty good. And as you see, I just added all of the onion rather than just the 1/4 cup or whatever it said. Okay, so then stir in drained Farro. Come on. Be good, Farro. Come off the strainer. And lemon zest. Obviously, gotta keep the Farro back up. Now it says a large drizzle of oil. This is where I'm at a dilemma, because I put butter in to cook the onion. Do I really need all that oil? But since that's what the recipe says and I've never made it before, I'm going to go ahead and do it. Large drizzle. Maybe that's a large drizzle, I don't know. It doesn't say remove. Yeah, no. Just to keep doing it. Okay, half the Parmesan. About half. Get more if I need it. A squeeze of lemon juice. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more. Oops, there with the seed. I'm going to turn the heat off now. I gotta find that seed. and it's sticking really bad. Well, there's a lemon seed in here somewhere. Oops. And it's the same color as the Farro. So I'll just have to be real careful when I eat it. Okay, because then it says season generally salt and pepper. More salt and pepper. Okay, so I guess it's time to plate. Okay, so no, you're supposed to stir the roasted asparagus and onion in with the Farro. Oh, put it over here. Kind of difficult to do it without the tomatoes. Yep, one more. Okay. It says to season with salt and pepper again. No, I'm not doing it. I've put salt and pepper on everything. I don't need any more in there. It does say to add more lemon juice, so I will do that. Ah, see, you got smart this time. Got the... Okay, there we go. Let me just hold my hands real quick. Okay, and then... Okay, divide between two bowls, but I'm just going to put it all in one bowl. So, see, I got this great big huge bowl. I'm just going to put it all in one. Okay, so it says, okay, put it in the bowl. This is what the pan looks like. Yeah, kind of got too dry. But then, top with roasted tomato wedges and the egg. Tomato wedges are kind of stuck, but that's okay. There we go. Eggs. Bloop. Serve with any remaining lemon wedges on the side. I think I got enough lemon in it. Okay, so let me go ahead and get some of this cleaned up and then we'll have a taste test. Okay, and before I do the taste test, here's a close-up of it. I did forget that we're supposed to add the remaining Parmesan cheese. So I will sprinkle that on. I think I want that under the egg. So there. Okay, so let's get some of the egg. Let's chop it up here real quick. Okay, so let's see if I can get everything here. Some of the asparagus, some of the tomatoes, some of the egg. some of the onion and some of the Farro. Okay. Show you bite. Okay, so here goes. Not bad. Not bad at all. They do call this one of their vegetarian because it has eggs and cheese. But not bad. It's not, it is a little oily for me, so I don't know if I would have added the oil to the Farro in the last step. It's not overly powerful in the lemon flavor, which is good. The vegetables are cooked perfect. They're, soft, but yet still have some firmness. And of course the eggs are cooked the way I like. If you like runny eggs, it would be, really good that way as well. And the Farro just kind of reminds me of barley, like if you have beef barley soup. Don't really taste any of the Parmesan cheese, so if that's a flavor you'd like to have more pronounced, you might want to put some more of your own on it. But that's that's how long it took. I'll have to take a look for total time, but it probably took me about an hour. But again, it's the Lemony Asparagus Farro bowl with roasted tomato, Parmesan, and a fried egg. So I hope you liked the video. Hope that you'll come and join me again. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that when I upload the next video, you'll know that I do so. And in the meantime, enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you so much for watching.